Hello, in this presentation we will talk about what is included in the accounting methods section of the course. We're going to talk a little bit about theory here so that we have a better understanding once we go to the data entry what QuickBooks is doing. We'll talk about the cash versus accrual method first. The QuickBooks system has a toggle in a lot of its reports in like the balance sheet and the income statement to toggle between a cash method and an accrual method. If we have some understanding of what that means, we can have a better understanding of what QuickBooks is doing in order to use that toggle method and how effective that toggle is between a true cash method and a true accrual method. We're going to talk a little bit about the revenue recognition principle. This is a key principle to the accrual method in terms of when do we generate revenue. When we know this rule, we can better understand how QuickBooks, which is going to need as a system some type of trigger in order to know when to report revenue. So we need to know what the revenue recognition principle is, and then once we start entering data, we can have an idea of what QuickBooks is using as the trigger to recognize revenue. And then we're going to look at the transaction rules, and this will give us an idea just in terms of the accounting equation. We won't talk about debits and credits here, but just giving an idea that we do have to have something in balance will give us a better understanding when we look at QuickBooks, why QuickBooks doesn't let us do certain things, or why QuickBooks won't let us move forward without entering two accounts all the time or entering some data, or how can we look at certain forms and know that there should be two accounts that will be affected and therefore have a better understanding of what's going to be reported on the income statement by QuickBooks. So we'll take a look at some rules for entering transactions so that when we go to QuickBooks, we'll have a better understanding of what QuickBooks is applying when we enter forms.